Hey everybody, how's it going? We're ready to continue with some more Skyrim. Back on the title here. Just wanted to explain that after my last session, I put a lot of work into making some improvements. So yeah, I'll start off right away by showing off I've got a new sword. I went ahead and went back to Mizulsheft. It was the dwarven ruin over here. Yeah, Mizulft. It was still clear of enemies. I just went through it and collected all the dwarven metal ingots I could, and then I went to Windhelm and used their forge and their blacksmith there to buy a bunch of iron and steel, and I crafted a ton of dwarven armor. And you'll see here I got alteration. I went ahead and grabbed master alteration here. I gained 3 whole levels doing all this. You'll see smithing is now at 91. I now have ebony smithing and daedric smithing. I also raised alchemy and illusion a bit doing that, since I had to gain 1 more level to get the perk for daedric smithing. And from there, I crafted myself a new sword. This one I called Diablo, and it's an epic level, just like a Dragon Bane. And before we go, we'll make some improvements. I was actually able to upgrade Diablo up to Legendary, and I'll also make the Vampire Hunter Exquisite. And we'll make Dawnbreaker Legendary. Very nice. So, for this part, we're going to check out the bandits that I was told about. The Saints Bandit Camp is near North Brittleshin Pass, according to the note I got from Ri-saad. So we'll go there and I'll show off my fancy new sword. My horse is here, but I don't want it getting involved, so I'll leave it here. Looks like this gang is right up here. There they are. There's also a dragon. Excuse me. Defeat the Saints Bandit leader. Hi there.
You're dead.
Am I? See about that. You're the Saint Bandit leader. Yeah, I put Fiery Soul Trap and fire damage on Diablo, so now it's a lot stronger. I think I got shot. He's got a golden sword. I'll take his lockpick. Notes on the blacksmith. A book called Saints and Seducers and his journal. Let's read them up. Notes on the blacksmith. Our blacksmith Jofton has gone mad. Most of the time he spouts nonsense. This all started 3 days ago. Now he won't even pick up his hammer. We've tried to talk sense into him, but like me, he doesn't even see. But it's like he doesn't even see us. He wrote down the means to forge our golden arms and armor and that of the Seducers, but he never told a soul where he left the notes. If we weren't holding out hope that he might snap out of it, we would have already parted his head from the rest of him. Lately, he's been going on about playing under the bridge like he were still a child. That's where I always hid my toys, he said. I know his kin used to live around Half Moon Mill. We should round up some folks to have a look. Interesting. He's got Golden Saint boots and gauntlets. I'll go ahead and take those. He's got this book called Saints and Seducers. See, this volume appears to catalyze and analyze unknown, suspected, and rumored facts about the 2 races that serve to maintain order within the Shivering Isles. Yeah, if you've ever played the Shivering Isles expansion for Oblivion, you'll know that the Golden Saints and the Dark Seducers, they work for the Daedric Prince Sheogorath, who is the Daedric Prince of like madness and insanity and such. And then there's the Saint Bandit Leader's Journal, which I have to read. Now this is what I call coin. I'm proud to be one of the saints. Every few days, Ri-saad comes down the road, and his wares are ours for the taking. We don't take everything, mind you. If you don't have nothing to sell, he can't stay in business, and then where would we be? We just skim a bit off the top each time. Kinthal should be happy with our latest take. He'll be leaving his camp up near Karthwasten to pay us a visit soon. Those damn seducers are eating into our profits until we drove them off up north. Other merchants pass through those parts, so maybe they'll stay gone. Alright, so it says here we're basically dealing with some kind of gang war between two groups of bandits that are representing the Golden Saints and the Dark Seducers from the Shivering Isles. Stop shooting me. Down you go. Let's see. He was shooting me with golden arrows. I'll take him, if only because they're valuable. And I'll take his helmet. Yeah, this is a good way to get all the gold and dark armor if you want them. There's also this creature in here. Let's see if I can get it out by detonating the lock. It's weird. Sometimes detonate lock works on doors like this, and sometimes, for example, here, it doesn't. Can't tell if I'm missing or what I'm doing wrong. Oh well. But yeah, you can free this creature and it'll join you as a pet. But I don't really want it, so we'll just move on. Alright. Next stop is Kinthal's Saints Bandits Camp. All I can think here is it's not the Saints from Saints Row. Those guys wear purple and these Saints wear gold. Alright, it says here the bandit camp is this way. So we'll just ride a little bit up the mountain here. And I can already see it. I have to defeat Kinthal, but I don't want my horse getting involved. So we'll head back over here. Pretty sure nobody will be able to get my horse if I leave it here. Stay put. I can just hop over the gate here. Armor up. I could probably use Battle Tide. Hi there. The Corn no more vein there. There we go. Take out Kinthal. One of the Saints bandits is wearing the actual suit of armor. Check that out in a moment. First we gotta take out all these bandits. There we go. Take your gold arrows, if only because they weigh nothing and are pretty valuable. Not that I need gold. You probably noticed I'm carrying over 96,000 gold. That's from all the trading I did in order to get my smithing up to craft Diablo. Aye! Down you go. Alright. He's got a blister pod cap on him. This is a new alchemy ingredient added by the Saints and Seducers creation club thing that the game automatically gives you. He also had a shovel on him for some reason. This bandit has blind watcher's eyes. Let's see. He has 2 scrolls of Conjure Golden Saint Warrior. I'll take both of those. We'll read his journal. Even though we no longer raid with the backstabbing Seducers, we still work for that wizard Thoron. He's been paying us handsomely to turn over Ri-saad's caravan, looking for any trinkets that seem strange. A week ago, we found a sword, unlike anything we've ever seen. Thoron's face lit up when he saw it. This could be it, he said. Something about a bridge. He's probably lost it. No sword is worth how much he paid us for it. Won't hear us complaining, though. We see Thoron once a month so we can have a look at our spoils. Everything he doesn't want, we split and sell. Nice and clean. Once we're done, he skulks off back to that lair of his in Solitude. What he does there is anyone's guess. So Thoron is somewhere in Solitude, and I get the quest Restoring Order. There's also some more scrolls, as well as a couple of soul tomatoes. I believe these were an item that also appeared in the Shivering Isle. They're basically like a soul gem. So I got this Restoring Order, which is to discover the location of the Conjurer's Lair. And now I have to go find Savarig's Seducer's camp. Looks like it's near the Forsaken Cave, so I'll head there. And right away, we're in combat with a troll. Take out the troll. Make sure my horse is okay. wait here. I'm gonna go fight the Dark Seducers up here. There they are. Excuse me, sir. Yeah, I'm ready to fight. See, they summoned a Dark Seducer warrior at me. Yeah, that's actually a Daedra. Alright, let's see if we can take out the bandits. Took out the warrior. You can see she disintegrated there, but I killed her. That's because that was a summon. Oh yeah? Well, what's standing up do for you? Yeah, that's why you don't just leave them be when they go down and are like, no, please, I show mercy. Because, yeah, they just get back up and keep fighting. They recover a little bit of health and continue the battle with you. A worm's head cap. Let's eat it. Fortify lockpick. You had a dark greatsword as well as a red kelp gas bladder. Whatever, I'll eat it. Regenerate stamina discovered. I get 2 scrolls of Conjure Dark Seducer Warriors. A Void Essence, let's eat that. And we'll eat this Withering Moon, too. I'm sure those are just fine to devour. Alright, let's read the journal. It says, we continue to do the bidding of Thoron, our wealthy benefactor. Though our relationship has taken a turn for the worse, he still pays exceedingly well and continues to ask us to pillage the trade caravans as they pass, searching for something we can find that seems off or has a hint of magic. Thoron is a powerful conjurer, but also completely insane. He has become increasingly unhappy with our spoils as of late. I suspect that the Vanglorous Saints have done something to gain his favor. We've all become fearful of what might happen if we meet him next month and he disapproves of our spoils. If you ask me, all that time he spends holed up in the sewers has finally turned his brains upside down. He seemed to really like those tongs and rusty calipers we brought him a few months back. All we need is to find the right piece of junk that he thinks will help him bridge the gap he keeps going on about, and we'll have full coin purses once again. So apparently, according to the Dark Seducer's journal, the guy the both gangs are working for is hiding in Solitude's sewer system. Well, I'll go ahead and loot this place. We got I think that's a Daedric heart. Yep. And we got some more Conjure Dark Seducer scrolls. Hello there. No reason you're chucking fireballs at me, Mr. Breton? You don't look like a Reachman. Who is this guy? Why is he attacking me? Oh, he healed himself. You think you're tough? Down you go. So yeah, I have no idea who this is. He was wearing ebony armor and an ebony helmet, iron boots, and swinging a steel mace. He also had fireball, which you saw him chucking at me. Though, no, I have no idea why that guy attacked me, or even who he was, or what he wanted. Weird. I see a frost troll. Is it approaching the Dark Seducer camp? What is that troll doing? Oh, it's coming this way. I'll show it. Oh yeah. See how it likes my volcano. I like the way Volcano launches him into the air. It's so funny. I'll turn on my flame cloak. Get Firestorm ready. We'll charge into this camp. To find that nobody's here. Oh well. Search their knapsack. Bandit's note on hidden treasure. It says, an exotic treasure is said to be hidden in Crystal Drift Cave. Heard it from a coinless trader trying to save his own skin. Gonna send a few to see if his story checks out. If the story's true, we need to be sure the Saints don't find it first. Our benefactor will be pleased. Well, I came into this camp expecting a fight, and I wanted to try out something, but nobody's here. Yep. Inside this chest is the Dark Seducer armor. I'll pick it up and I'll show it off later. Well, I've taken out the bandit leaders, so I'll just head back to Ri-saad and let him know.
I have traveled far across Tamriel to serve you.
And I've served you too. I've taken care of the Saints and the Seducers.
Excellent. And now, please, accept this token of appreciation.
I get 300 gold and complete the Balance of Power quest. And I've returned to my house because now that I have the full set of Dark Seducer armor, I'm going to put it on and model it off. Here we go. Here's how the Dark Seducer armor looks on Cassina. It's a set of light armor, which, if I show it off, has a pretty decent defense rating for being light armor. There's probably better light armors, like the dragon scale armor that you craft with 100 smithing, but yeah, here's what the Dark Seducer armor looks like. I'll show off what the Golden Saint armor looks like once I get that, too. What the? I came back to the Saints camp because I was looking for the chest that might have the armor. And a bunch of Seducers bandits showed up and started attacking me. You guys better not have hurt my horse. And now I got the Golden Saints attacking me too. Alright, two can play at this game. I got those scrolls that let me summon Dark Seducers and Golden Saints of my own. So now you guys are going to have to fight one of your own. Destruction it up. Alright, chain lightning will help with these guys. You see the one Dark Seducer attacking them, that one was on my side. So she did not last long, I'll say that.
This is the end for you.
Is it? It doesn't look like it to me. Wonder if any of them had the armor. I can't loot this ash pile for some reason. I'm hitting the button and nothing happens. Here we go. There's a note on revenge for Kinthal. It says, Cassina, the imperial wretch that slew Kinthal, will pay dearly for what she's done. By my hand, the scales will be balanced. When I return victorious, there will be no doubt that I should lead the Saints from here on. Oh yeah? How'd that work out for you? This one also has a note on revenge for Svarig. My companions and I have formed a pact to hunt down Cassina, the despicable Imperial responsible for butchering Svarig. The transgression cannot be overlooked. Our honor as Seducers demands nothing less than Cassina's head on a pike. Yeah, good luck with that. As you can see, even when you guys team up to work against me, I still come out on top and end up killing all of you instead. Alright, our next stop is Half Moon Mill, where it said the plans for the crafting of the Daedric, like Saints and Seducers items, were located. So we'll make our way to Half Moon Mill. I'm sure the farmers here won't mind my presence. I'm not even here for them. I'm here because there is, in fact, a chest down here. So we'll just go over to here, open it, and find 2 ebony ingots, some gold, some lockpicks, some quicksilver, and Joftin's notes. It says, you can now create new equipment with Daedric smithing. An ancient battle site was discovered near Thoron's lair. On the ground, an assortment of weapons and armor of the Daedra known as Golden Saints and Dark Seducers laid strewn about. It is from this site that we took up their arms and joined together as bandit companies under their names. Since then, as the only blacksmith, I've taken it upon myself to study these otherworldly artifacts. And now, at last, my efforts to reproduce the exquisite craftsmanship of these Daedra has finally borne fruit. My mind is not what it once was. If my memory fails me, at least these notes can help the others keep the craft alive. One would be foolish to forge weapons from gold, as it is far too soft. And yet the golden blades of the Saints are nimble and harder than steel. How could this be? The trick appears to be threefold. First, the structure of the piece must be reinforced with refined moonstone. Second, the gold must be hammered into place where the gold is heated, just below its melting point. Third, the introduction of the heart of a Daedra to the forge when heating the piece, so it can be hammered into shape completely, transforms the attributes of the metal, giving it its uncanny hardness. The process for forging the dark armor of Seducers is similar, but requires more finesse, as you must balance shaping the unyielding ebony with malleable quicksilver. The heat applied must be very precise, or the shape and integrity of the equipment will be ruined. As before, introduce the Daedric heart to the forge as you heat the material. So by reading Joftin's notes, Cassina can now craft the Dark Seducer and Golden Saint armor. And in fact, I might try to do that right now, since I can fabricate a forge, or an anvil, one of the two. So we'll just fabricate an object here. We'll choose an anvil. And we'll see what we need. There it is. Looks like I require some leather strips. I've got everything else to make it. So we'll fabricate another object. A tanning rack. There's probably one around here on this farm, but I can just make one appear out of nowhere. Perfect. And yeah, this is how I've been mostly going about getting everything ready. Because I can conjure up my own materials thanks to alteration. Bring back my anvil. And yeah, this is why I didn't bother myself recording myself making all that, because you don't want to watch me craft a bunch of stuff for 40 minutes. That wouldn't be much fun. So let's craft the Golden Saint armor. Here we go. This is the Golden Saint's armor. Here's how it looks on Cassina. It's basically like a gold suit of armor. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. If I look at it, it says it's heavy armor, and it's not too bad a suit of armor. So I'm guessing if you were going for like a heavy plate armor and didn't want to wear the Daedric set, this one would be a alternative to that. Plus you craft it using gold and moon silver rather than ebony, and ebony is a much more valuable metal even than gold, so there's that option. And I've once again returned to my house in solitude, since I've already shown off what the Golden Saint armor looks like. So what I'll do is I'll slap it onto my mannequin here. Now both mannequins are wearing the armor, although it looks different on them since the mannequins use a male model and I'm seen as a woman, so the armor looks different on her. But yeah, also because they said the base that the guy who created these two bandit groups, his base of operations is actually here in Solitude. Here we go. The entrance of the Solitude sewers is now available, so we'll just head on in. Yeah, funny enough, I actually did try to come down here sooner before doing this quest, and the sewer entrance isn't available. It doesn't become available until you start the quest and find out that there's a guy down here. The reason I wanted to come down here is that there's a lot of new alchemy ingredients down here. You can see there's purple butterflies, green butterflies, and I think you can collect some of these items, like the hanging moss isn't new. The rot scale is new. I think I haven't eaten this yet. Yeah, here we go. I discover slow from it. Oh, I'm being attacked by Eltira nymphs. Probably remember seeing these. We saw it in that cage back I believe in the Seducer camp. I don't know what kind of souls I'll get from them, but we're going to find out. And they drop Eltira Ichor, which restores magicka, so I'll just take that off their bodies. Ooh, a flame stalk. Definitely going to eat this. And it restores health. Green butterfly wing. Purple butterfly wing. An aster bloom core. Hydnum azure giant spore. Extreme red kelp gas bladder. Like all this stuff tastes like candy. It's nutritious and delicious. The bliss bug. I think this is a new kind of insect. And what did it do to me? Restore magicka? Weakness to fire. Looks like more Eltira nymphs want a piece. Poison me too. That's a Spriggan. Corrupted Spriggan. There we go. Another corrupted Spriggan. Gonna eat its gnarl bark. Alright. Let's summon some backup. Summon a Golden Saint Warrior. I haven't done that yet. There we go. You see it summons a Golden Saint Warrior to fight with me. Down goes another Spriggan. There we go. As you can see, the Golden Saint armor looks different on the female Daedras than it did on my mannequins.
What was that?
I don't know, what was that? You don't mind me, I'm just gonna loot more stuff. Found another alchemy ingredient I haven't eaten yet. Hunger Tongue. Sounds delicious. Weakness to fire. Hole in the wall here. I'm about to say, is the Golden Saint still fighting them? But no, she's following me until she disappears. Another corrupted Spriggan. Alright, let's see how like some Cyclonic Rift. There we go. Warp you back. There we go. Oh, it disappeared. Oh, it turned into an ash pile, that's why. I forgot Cyclonic Rift is a lightning spell, so it's going to have that effect on these guys. Corrupt Spriggan. Staggered yet. There we go. For a second I didn't think I was going to stagger it. More Altira Nymphs. I'll summon a Golden Saint Archer to help me fight him. What you doing up there? There we go. I've already made this one burn. How about you? Go ahead, finish it off. There you go. Looks like there's a bunch of stuff strewn about. Some golden arrows, they'll be worth something. Golden Saint Archer spotted somebody. Couple more nymphs. Another corrupted Spriggan. There we go. We got plenty of soul gems. Alright, at the end of the area, a bit of a long maze. There's a few items here. There's also a note on strange arms and armor. My back is killing me carrying all this loot back to the camps. Yeah, if only you had the deep storage spell, like me. Thoron says the gear is better than anything a blacksmith could forge. Remnants of an ancient battle between the Golden Saints and Dark Seducers themselves, he tells us. Still, I have my doubts. What's a wizard know about stopping an ebony arrow coming at your forehead with a poison tip and a full gust of wind? Well, there are spells that can knock them out of the air, like telekinesis and such. Plus, it don't look right, and I don't feel right. Still, the boss swears by it. And if I call our great leader a liar, I'm a dead man come morning. Still, if he asks me to bring me one of those creepy-looking bugs back, that's where I draw the line. Yeah, you can see they've been collecting Dark Seducer and Golden Saint armor and such. I've actually got a scroll to conjure Dark Seducer. Because over here is where Thoron is. He's that guy over there casting a spell with no clothes on. So let's summon a Dark Seducer. Get my ward ready.
Someone there.
Someone is here. And his lightning is pretty powerful, so let's back off from him. Defeat Thoron. Not too good at this, are you, Dark Seducer? 1 second, I will heal you. Oh. You're Daedra, so I can't heal you. And you're attacking me instead of my target, so let's make sure you go down. Come this way. His lightning spell is actually pretty strong. I don't know why. Do I have any resist shock? I do. So we'll use one of those. Potion of health. Heal up some of my stuff. There we go. That should hopefully be enough. Thoron can actually be pretty tough. Thoron summoned a Golden Saint Warrior. Well, since my archer didn't do anything, let's try another thing. I'll summon a Dark Seducer. There we go. Oops. I hit my Daedra. Now she's hitting me too. Alright, summoning them isn't helping me, it's just getting me attacked by them. That's how you want to play it, huh? Let's see. Yeah. There we go, here comes the Grimoire. Give Thoron some of this. Let's see, where's Lightning Storm? Here we go. Alright, here it comes, Thoron. And Dark Seducer Warrior, who stopped me. Alright, I think we might need this scroll. God Form. This will make Divine Energy replenish up to 15 points of Magicka while my health is above 50%. I'm going to heal again, because I'm getting hit by lightning of all kinds. There we go. There we go. I see it's doing such a good job of attacking Thoron. Throw a frozen orb in at him. And his archer. We got absolutely wiped out by it. Yeah. First time I came to this fight when I was playing my other character to try out the Apocalypse Magic mod. I came to Thoron and he wiped me out almost instantly with with his lightning attack. I just went blasted back. I was like, what the? There we go. Some more saints and such to take care of, but my magic can handle them. Did I get Thoron? I think I did. Oh, he's still alive. There we go, we'll finish him off. He's got Heart of Order on him. This was an item from the Shivering Isles. Now it's an alchemy ingredient. It restores health if I eat it. He's got the Madness Helmet of Recovery. Go ahead and take it. A Ring of Disrobing. This is why he was pretty much nude. When you wear this, it will actually modify your worn equipment to make it look like you're not wearing anything. And he's got some spell tomes here. They're the Conjure Dark Seducer Archer and Warrior, and Conjure Golden Saint Archer and Warrior. Those are fun little summon spells if you want those. And we can read Thoron's journal. It says, I have stumbled upon a dream, not one conjured from sleep or stupor, but sight and sense. I now hold in my possession a lump of amber shaped like the mad god himself. When I placed my hand upon it for the very first time, I stepped into the world of mania. My mind was truly clear and my eyes forever open. But as all dreams come to pass, so too did my time in bliss. With a single step, I found myself back in the wilderness, far away from my lovely mania. Gone were the golden hills, luminous stalks, and whimsical fragrances, and in its place the stink of flora and fools unbothered by the gloom. I have set about making a connection with the artifact once more, and to the wondrous land it has revealed to me. After 2 days of constant focus, I finally connected with Mania once more, or it may be more accurate to say that Mania connected with me in this secluded camp near Solitude. A powerful Daedra took shape before my eyes, a golden saint with armor gleaming and eyes burning with surprise and fury. To my dismay, my ordinary methods of bending Daedra to my will were of no use. As it began to raise its weapon against me, I fled. Whatever power was left in the amber lies dormant now. I must find other artifacts like it, and through their magic forge a connection to the world I lost. And then we'll read the second part of his journal. I've taken up residence deep in the Solitude sewers, away from prying eyes. I'm sure to be undisturbed while I continue my work. It pains me to work with these bandit imbeciles with their heads made of cheese, or is it brains made of yogurt? I suppose the distinction is irrelevant. They are clumps of aged dairy, left out in the sun, each one too stupid to know the worth of their plunder, and for that reason they themselves are given worth. Much as our Lord would do, I have split them into 2 groups to cover the caravan trade routes therein. The armors I've collected from these tunnels will serve some use here. Perhaps I'll make it a competition. The group that retrieves the most artifacts will be rewarded with a bar of soap. Alright then. The more artifacts I gather, the more in tune with our Lord I become. I can feel his wisdom coursing through me, informing my every move. Yet there is something lacking, as nothing I have retrieved thus far has allowed me to return to my blessed Mania. I have even turned to using tokens from dementia out of desperation. With every failed attempt, my patience continues to thin. I may need to strangle a bandit or 2 or 20 to claim my frazzled nerves. Let's see. Our Lord Shirogorath must be very pleased. This new artifact is truly remarkable. To think that it was nearly dismissed as an ordinary claymore, when it was in fact the sword of Jigalag, the weapon wielded by the Prince of Order. It's the craftsmanship that betrays its truth. Perfect symmetry on both sides, its angles matching 10 numerals beyond the decimal, perhaps 20 or even 40 numerals. I'll make an effort to count them tonight. Its true power is held in the enchantment. I see more than my reflection. I begin to see the way the cloud sees the river. It has a beginning and an end. A bunch of nonsense. I spoke to a cloud the next day. I know that the sewers beneath the city is where the path will open. The sword will serve as the bridge. It is a logic that seems familiar, but at the same time compels me. It desires Mania as I do, but its goal is that of destruction. Worse yet, our Lord's voice feels distant, muted even. I find my thoughts being short and my words more so. I need to keep my writings separate. I'm beginning to suspect my journals are speaking to each other. No, not suspect. I've got proof. But I can't write it here, lest my future self speak more lies. Each thought, past and present, must remain pure. So yeah, a lot of references to the Shivering Isles expansion from Oblivion there. The Sheogorath-shaped amber he was talking about. Another scroll of Conjure Seducers. Note on amber and madness ore. This sample of madness was once discovered deep in a Nordic ruin. It could not have been there before. My time spent with the sword has had an impact far greater than I ever could have imagined. My reach has grown far beyond these twisting tunnels. This is wonderful news. Perhaps even more fragments have appeared in the unlikeliest of places. That said, working on this material into a usable form has proven difficult. Raw amber especially so. This is a job better suited for a master blacksmith with deep knowledge of arcane, something like Evithra. A peerless smithy, and my confident in learning the hidden sides of spellcraft, Evithra would no doubt be able to work out the secrets of amber and madness ore. She hasn't gone completely mad by now. I shall have the Seducers deliver her a sample of each. With any luck, she still hones her craft north of Mistwatch even after all these years. I found volume 3 of his journal. The sword's bloodlust can be used. Its desire to cleave a bridge, cut open a path, but never let the wound fester. A broken bone grows stronger when healed. Another vision, a long march through the gray, crackle of boots pressed on misshapen throats, and the fog a whistle marking time. The sword is planted in the earth, chaos screams, bleeds. From the wound a tree opens, scar tissue hardens, and a bunch more stuff. Let's see, temporary hearing loss, bread baking in a hearth, reach out and grasp the abyss, revelations soaring in red wings, all that stuff. I will not go manic, I will bring mania to me. And over here, we'll see the Sword of Jigalag. We'll take it, and that completes restoring order. And cave gets all shaky. Hopefully taking this sword didn't just cause something really bad to happen. So let's check out the sword. It's a two-handed sword, which seems pretty plain, actually. Nothing special here. Well, on my way to investigating the area north of Mistwatch, there's a dragon here. So we'll take it out. Plus he's guarding a word wall. I can get my good stuff for fighting dragons out. Yeah. I know you already landed, but I'm gonna use this on you anyway. Having trouble telling if this is a normal dragon or a misnamed dragon. We'll be careful and not take any chances here. Get the armor on. Down you go. Well, the dragon wasn't too hard. Now I just have to get up to where it's, what it was guarding. I'll just absorb its soul while I mine. Up here is where the dragon was guarding. Bone Strew Crest. There's more iron up here, which I, of course, can transmute into silver and gold. So we will take it. There's a word wall over here. Go ahead and use it. We'll get the word of power to Frost Breath. I think this is my second word of power to Frost Breath. I can't remember. Yeah, it's the second word of power to Frost Breath. So we'll go ahead and unlock it. And I came back to Windhelm to sell some things, and a courier came up to me.
Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Meet the request to meet. What did he give me? Let's see. Locate the author of this mysterious note. Thank you for your efforts to protect my realm. I believe you possess something that I am in search of, and I require it before I return home. It is the artifact from the Shivering Isles that served as the focus of Thoron's depraved rituals. Meet me beneath the Arch of Solitude upon the shore, so that we might make an exchange. I wonder what he wants. Probably the Sword of Jigalag. Alright, the person who wanted to meet me said to meet me under the arch beneath Solitude. So that's where we're heading next. Then I'll check out those caves. So who's over here anyway? Looks like a Golden Saint's over here. I also see some more blue, some more green and purple butterflies, which I'll help myself to. Alright, let's talk to this, Stata person.
Yes,
You must be the one who sent me that note.
indeed.
Let's see. I believe I've got what you're looking for. The Sword of Jigalag.
I suppose thanks are in order.
She gives me her helmet. I guess this is goodbye.
It would seem so. Make it quick.
And she leaves. Alright. Let's see what she gave me. She gave me her helmet in return. Gives 70 to stamina and his unique Golden Saint helmet. Alright, this should be the area. Someone's throwing a fireball at me. The area north of Mistwatch. Alright, who threw that? Eithra. Kill Eithra. Oh, she attacked me first, so that was the plan. There we go. Someone's attacking me. Skeleton? No thank you. Anyone else? There's a bear up there. Throw fireballs at the bear. See if we can get it to run. That skeleton. Let's see. Lockpicks. Vithra's journal. Look for Ithra's notes on crafting amber and madness equipment. I know of you both, Amber and Madness. I'm well acquainted with your secrets. Amber, the glowing works of an alien root. I find your resin pristine and holy, light and powerful. Madness is a flexible breed, congealed from a tattered mind of dead heroes. Unlike Amber, I would bend and bow you like a sinew. The dark-armored men that brought me these treats of puzzles, courtesy of Thoron, they said. Liars, there is no Thoron, not anymore. He's a memory of long past. Amber, so exquisite. Desperation, I've turned to magic to try and turn these earthly materials into your equals. I have forged armor and blade in hopes of finding a worthy pair, but they're failures. So instead I'll mine the forests and the dead. I have a canvas search of the far corners of Tamriel. So I guess this was her, hello there, bear. I was hoping to finish you off. Bad skeleton. Alright, I found the cave I'm supposed to go to. It was full of trolls and bears, but my volcano spell took care of them easily enough. Let's head into Crystal Drift Cave and see what we got in here. Looks like it's more, trolls. The trolls are fighting some spiders. Here, let me settle that for you. Ho ho ho! Whoa! Okay, that was really cool. Forbidden Sun fired at them and hit them with Volcano, and the bodies just flew all over the place. That was pretty awesome. There's a shrine to Kinnereth in here. I'll activate it. Gadnor's Last Wishes. Gadnor, my trusted friend, companion, has been laid to rest. I have built a shrine to watch over him and bring priests to weary travelers. Of the few riches Gadnor possessed, his most prized was a warhammer made of jagged crystal he famously won in a coin toss. After months of research, he came to believe this hammer was some sort of otherworldly treasure. Shortly before his passing, it was his wish that it be hidden away until one who has walked the Shivering Isles emerges to retrieve it. I have followed his instructions, and powerful illusions now obscure it. To break the spell, one must first acquire pieces of what supposedly make up the weapon itself, amber and madness ore. Such things, if they actually exist, would be great treasures in their own right. If the enchantment is correct, only by placing the ores into the embers near Gadnor's body will the spell be broken. If Gadnor is not mad, perhaps one day this peerless weapon will find its way into worthy hands once again. Alright, so I have to put a madness ore in here, an amber, and that causes this hammer to appear. Nerve Shatter. We take it. That completes the quest, right? I think it completes the quest. I think it was just a miscellaneous quest. What the? The Seducers bandit ran in and attacked me after I picked up the hammer. I'll show him. I still got the volcano spell ready. Come on, launch him in the air. There he goes. Whee! Are you upset with me because I'm the one that got the Nerve Shatter hammer? I've got it right here. Target takes 45 points of shock damage and half as much magicka. You know what? One time only, I'll let you have it. As you can see, my two-handed weapon skill isn't all that impressive. So, never mind. Yeah, I think he can take me, huh? And I think with that actually covers all of the Saints and Seducers content added to the Skyrim Special Edition on the GOG version I purchased.
I've been looking for you. I've got something I'm supposed to deliver. In your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
I got another note. Note on new wares. Many thanks for dealing with the ruffians that have plagued humble merchants such as this one for some time. Coin flows well once again. Ri-saad has new wares for sale that would interest one such as you. More of the arms and armor used by the Saints and Seducers have been found and can be yours for a price. This one is also traded for strange new raw materials. Ri-saad knows not what they could be used for, but this one is sure you could find a way to put them to good use. May your road lead you to warm sands. Alright. I think what I'll do is I'll find a merchant able to buy Nerve Shatter from me, since I don't really need it. That'll be the end of this part. The next part will actually join the Dawn Guard, since we've covered all the loose ends here. So once again, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you for the next video.
Protect yourself.